This is for Fan Formula on the 12th of February. Apologies, my voice might start to go. I've been slowly losing it the past couple of days, the voice that is. Anyway, I'll press on. Whilst I've still got my voice. Question 1. Do you think that testing times bear any relevance to how the cars will perform in Australia, with many teams claiming their cars will be completely different by Melbourne? I personally feel that these testing times, they're good for assessing benchmarks in comparison to last year's race cars. That's about it. I mean, at the moment, Red Bull is expected to dominate, and they haven't posted an unbelievably fast time like they were expected to. And on the flying lap, Peter Windsor and his name Scarbs F1 said, well, they reckon that the Williams might actually be sandbagging a little bit because they're just getting used to the new car and just don't want to make the same mistakes. So for some of the teams, they're not going to be relevant. They might be good for assessing a certain order. However, for teams in massive change, like Williams again, or teams that have got new drivers, they're not good for anything. Question 2. Reports from testing are suggesting that Ferrari are still suffering with track performance and wind tunnel performance information not correlating. Do you think this is Ferrari sandbagging, or the team generally worried that their Challenger isn't quite up to the level they hoped it would be? I'm not entirely sure, because Ferrari is Formula 1. That's the long and short, but they've been in the sport since the start. But since the 2009 rule changes, they've just not been there. And I'm not entirely sure why. Whether they just not have the technical team to adapt to the then new rules, or whether they were just chucking money at the cars in 08 and before that, just kept chucking money at it and it was all working, and then having the budget cut meant everything went wrong. I do think they are naturally a little bit worried. I'm not entirely sure the car is sandbagging. I think the fastest time Alonso set is just them getting a confidence lap in, just to try and sort of spread ill feeling, just to try and spread almost like a rumour that the car is actually better than what it looks like. It's sort of like almost reverse psychology, that they're trying to make the car look like it's sandbagging. But in short, I'll wait and see. I'm going to reserve my complete judgment on that until Barcelona, the next test, and we'll see where they are then. Question 3. With Jules Bianchi crashing at Jerez, do you think that teams should be just using their race seat drivers during testing to ensure that they're up to speed with their cars and the new tyres, whilst also gaining the most information possible for each test day? Yes. Yes is the end of discussion on that. What they should do is have a couple of tests just for reserve drivers. So say in Jerez they've done 4 days, they should then have day number 5 for the test drivers. Or it should be in the rules that shakedowns are done by test drivers, and then the rest of the time is the race seat drivers. Because Force India lost a lot of time from that mistake, and with the lack of testing, the test drivers are just not getting enough time in. I mean, look at Bruno Senna when he was chucked into the Lotus. If he'd had enough testing behind him, he would have been better than what he was. Or in theory, should have been better than what he was. I think there should be a separate test just for test drivers, because test drivers, reserve drivers, call them what you want. Or they've got all the official reserve drivers have got to take part in a mandatory number of practice sessions. Just an idea, probably crap anyway. And the bonus question, before my voice, I can feel it going even more. With just over a month to go until Australia, what will I be doing to prepare myself for the season ahead? Not a clue. I might be working on my machinima to put in what someone referred to on here as a talking robot. Might be working on improving my skills at that, to submit more talking robot entries if people liked it, or if I'm too busy to set the camera back up to do it this way. I think what I'll mainly be doing is one, trying to find a way to see the races live. Because I'm not going to pay for Sky apart from anything else. You know, I'm not even sure my house can cope with it. I'm not allowed to put a dish up anyway, so problem solved there. I'll mainly just be hoping that Williams is up to scratch again. They don't have an embarrassing session, and just in the main, just working on my uni stuff, working on Storm Space Production stuff, and just generally trying to find a job. That I've applied for. Well, this year already I've applied for 150, so you can see if I have a job I can then go and try and go to Silverstone or something live. But that's what I'll be doing, just working on the postgrad uni stuff, working on Storm Space, and just trying to get a job. Yeah, that's it for this week. I know it's a bit shorter than normal, like I say, because my voice isn't feeling brilliant. A couple of things. Storm Space Productions is still looking for 2 females to do voices. If people on the fan formula want to do it, then just send me a tweet message at either at cwhite90999 or at Storm Space Prod. Anything else? I apologise for. Well, I hope people enjoyed a slightly different entry last week with the. I think his name is that Dom called Phoenix. Dominic, I think his name is. So referred to it as a talking robot. That was Machinima. The best people to see the perfect example of it is Rooster Teeth. But if people enjoyed that entry, I can do more. And yeah, I was meant to be putting out a video for Storm Space Productions this weekend. However, the person who's meant to be doing one of the voices, he keeps ducking and diving out the way, so I might need. That video has been delayed. For how long, I'm not sure. However, I will, when the video is up, I will tweet it off my usual Twitter, the Storm Space Productions Twitter. Okay, thanks, we'll see you all next time, I guess.